Welcome back, adventurers and travelers of places of lore and mystique, the lair of the gods. We have, at last, arrived in Hell in order to confront Hela, that screaming figure in the throne over there. But first, in order to reach our foe... Good question.
Cloud, no, come on.
I don't remember this from Beowulf the movie.
Alright, so do you actually have to move the disc?
Yes, you do have to move the disc. What do you think this is, Mr. Gurdite? A game that would put assets in that are useless?
No, I think what I would have done in this instance very specifically is I would have thrown the rock at the disc and expected the rock to break the disc so that we could push forward.
Those discs are actually the only thing stopping us from sending a boulder into the ice barrier that is defending Hela.
Click 2, click 1.
I do love the sound of a good brass section. French horns, trumpets, and of course,
is that a new
the
enemy
trombone. Type? We have destroyed one of the two pillars.
No, it's just a troll again. Okay.
It is a palette swap of the troll. Very good. Very observant of you. Observe also that the health bar at top middle is actually measuring the strength of the ice barrier that continues to block us from our foe.
So we just straight up weren't allowed to rescue our Thane there.
Well, we were. Just,
no, you're hitting him with a bunch of heavy attacks, and yeah, it's you finally managed to disconnect him from your one Thane, but
that one Thane was being attacked by another foe on the battlefield. We got little guys and big guys, but we were so distracted taking out the big guy that we did not pay attention to the little guy.
So this cursed maul is not doing as much damage as we want it to.
It is. Notice that it is staggering him quite often. Some might call this a stun lock.
And now you need to go find
another weapon.
We've frozen
him. Oh, and I broke it. Okay. Once broken, weapons cannot be repaired, only replaced by either fists or fury of weapons alternatives. And yes, the Banshee Hela will continue to scream as long as you have not silenced them.
Okay, but does her screams actually do anything?
No.
So it's just a background element.
Call it a form of initiative. As in, make her stop for the love of God. Alright, hang on, guys. Believe me, it was not because all my Thanes were dying that I had to take numerous retries at this part. Actually, a lot of the time, it was because Beowulf himself got killed.
Well, one of the problems that you've got at the moment is that you haven't decided to go pick up one of the weapons that you've got access to.
Okay, now the troll is actually attacking the Thane, so I'm saying, hey, stop that. Stop it. Oh, damn it. He stepped on his head.
You cannot deal enough damage to the troll in order to actually rescue your Thane.
Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to grab him when he starts grappling one of my Thanes.
Yeah.
Because that will definitely get his attention. Huh. The irony, I have to use a carnal form of enemy destruction in order to do a heroic thing. But actually, you do not get heroic points by saving your Thanes. It just keeps your Thanes alive so you can keep going. And also stops the other lose condition, which is all your Thanes die, you get a game over. Now remember, we are still in infinite respawn land. We must open this circular gate by getting all of our stupid comrades into position. One at a time.
Which is weird because that should imply that you're being attacked.
We were a little slow, but thankfully that was not in vain. My Thanes are assembled, and all we have to do is stop these bozos from distracting the conductor of this orchestra.
Although, what I notice is very specifically since the ice Thanes, if you will, are significantly more damage resistant than other enemy types that we've seen.
Which makes sense because this is a late game area. Enemies should be getting tougher. You know, hence we've been able to upgrade Beowulf's base attack power this whole time. This is where those character upgrades are going to start to matter.
Now, this, I think, is the only troll that we've seen that... no, even here, our Thanes very specifically are not engaging with the troll.
They just... You know, I'm glad you said that, because that's been a glaring problem that this game has had for quite some time now. Actually, since the beginning when the trolls... okay, and now the game doesn't know where to put the troll.
Yeah, because, you know, this is slanted ground and there isn't actually enough space for his full model to stand there.
Isn't it great that, like, ordinary Joes like you and me can, like, make these observations, but the freaking people who made this game, who, you know, are more privy to the minute details, probably could have fixed it, but didn't. So, ever since the trolls were introduced as the ultimate virgin killers, the Thanes are not very good at stopping them. Like, they just don't even know what to do with themselves, apparently.
Yeah, like, they specifically, unless they are off-screen, that may have been the first the first, second, and third on-screen attack that the Thanes have actually done against these trolls.
Yeah, maybe on screen, sure. Okay, alright, he's grappling the Thane. What do you do? Try using a weapon other than your bare hands. Very good. You saved your Thane. Now try killing him.
Okay. Trolls down.
Free the boulder!
Free the
Beowulf,
boulder!
Free the boulder! Leave this to me,
Free
man.
the boulder!
I said free the boulder. And then do give me time to step out of the way.
Click 1, 2, click.
My favorite
1,
song.
2, click
The Song of Unity.
1.
That, ow. Ugh. You know, sometimes you got your headphones on and the batteries die. Other times, enemies that have spawned from the Lake of Cocytus come up and start whacking you in the back of the head. Find it a bit distracting.
Now, you
Ultimately
pronounce it
precludes.
Cocytus, but I've always pronounced it as Cocutus.
But there's no Q in there. It's a Y. Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's CYU.
I have not my edition of Dante's Inferno to either confirm or deny this assertion of yours, my good sir.
Alright, so we've got 2 more boulders to throw at her. They're at the other end of the arena, right?
Shit, now I'm struggling to remember what the rest of her health bar consists of, because you can't just attack the ice barrier directly.
Yeah, there's still very clearly, you know, some ice walls here.
Nice stab. Right in the balls. His frozen, undead balls.
Well, there's some fiery stuff up there. I assume that might actually be relevant.
I think Past Cloud has done this enough times to remember, oh yeah, this is the part where I have a chance to resurrect my Thanes because I took down the other ice barrier.
So it looks as though we need to actually open the door using the pike door. Okay.
Yes, the wheel. Of course.
The Wheel of Suffering from Conan the Barbarian. Yes.
Here we go!
See,
Here we
you
go,
don't need
my
half
man.
of your health in order to cast Hero Storm.
Great view of the screaming banshee Hela.
Yeah, I still don't get why she's actually attributed to being a banshee.
So what is she supposed to be?
She's a daughter of Odin for the most part, and as a daughter of Odin, she's got dominion over the entirety of Hell. Yes, Hell is both the name of the character as well as the place that she resides in.
Yeah, like Hades.
Yeah,
I get you. It must be a European thing.
Okay, put the Thanes back on the wheel.
I just had to be absolutely sure that the path was clear. We have some time. I can get my percentage of wheel turned up with this moment of opportunity.
That you're not taking.
I want to make sure that my
you do
men
have a quick cast
are jacked.
for Hero Storm. I don't know what it is, but you just did it.
I didn't stab him in the balls hard enough. He's standing up for more. Well, you have only a small window of opportunity. The game does not there's a caster in the arena. The game does not immediately start sending enemies away after you clear the field. It is that brief window you have after you clear the board that you can actually use the... Ooh, nice stab.
Fatal
finisher. Remember, she can dodge. You have to grab enemies that can dodge.
And you have to actually do the execute on the pass cloud.
Grab a little harder this time.
Grab a little bitch. Grab a little bitch and slam her to the ground.
Language. I have no idea how she dodged after she was in the prone position. Okay, are you noticing something here? Is that your weapon is a little on the slow side?
Smack her with the spear.
Now I know what it feels like to be a Dark Souls enemy. Hey, come here. Yeah, that's right. You can't turn your back on me, little missy. Heh, missy. Because I miss all the time. Yeah. Out of my way. You know that feeling when, like, you're trying to get a job done and there are people around you who can help, but instead of helping you, they're just kind of whoop-de-doop-de-doo.
Well,
I'm doing something
Divine
else.
Storm upgraded a bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, so the Divine Storm, it increases the duration of the storm, it increases the power of the Thanes, it increases the range of effect when I cast the storm and who is actually affected by it when I cast it, but it does not improve on their glaring chronic attention deficit disorder.
Pass cloud, you have to grab the witches, you cannot just swing at them.
Alright, I could hit her while she was casting. Okay, she's dead. Now I can clear the field.
Storm up.
Here we... Okay! Here we go! Hut, hike!
Okay. Now, quickly, to the Wheel of Suffering.
No, not to the wheel. We're still under attack. We have to clear the field of these enemies because they're going to keep distracting either me or the Thanes who are supposed to be turning the wheel.
Well, them distracting you isn't actually relevant because you can just sit down here.
Well, I mean, it does help to be... I don't think you can even direct the Thanes to an object unless you're relatively close to the object.
Okay,
don't
now
make me have to tell you again.
And you bail and go fight the Ice Thanes.
Now sing! Oh my god, the caster came back.
Yes!
Did I mention that this part took me multiple tries in order to get it done right?
You did.
Okay, we have successfully turned the wheel, but what did the wheel do?
Specifically,
did it deplete the health?
It finished out the rest of her health bar.
Okay, you see that? That's a thing. You know what you do with things in this game?
You
go
them.
Close to them. You climb the things. Alright, now let's also skip over the part where I really had to take some time to figure out what is the pathway up the pillar in order to reach Hell properly. Hell is all but totally helpless now.
Except she's actually throwing the icicles at you.
Now remember, your Thanes are still under attack as long as Hell is continuing to scream and summon her minions. So you have a bit of a time constraint here, hero of legend.
Okay, so what is our answer for the stalactites as they're falling?
Endure, Master Wayne. We must endure.
We're seriously not able or allowed to dodge them?
No, you've never been able to dodge. What? Wall climbing was the very first thing we had to fear me. We've never been able to dodge while wall climbing. Take that, and that, and this, and that, and this. Take her freaking head off. Okay, Kratos.
Yeah, Beowulf is definitely trying to be Kratos at this moment, and it's like Kratos' entire story is about how succumbing to madness, caused him to be cursed for the rest of his life.
Hey, now that's not fair. They gave me carnal finish. I mean, what the hell was I supposed to do?
That is a very good question, but since we're going into the final boss fight, I don't think there is a secondary solution to that.
So the idea here is that really rack up your heroic gauge, because at some point you're gonna run into game moments where you have to use carnal. You have to earn carnal credit in order to finish the story. I suppose it is fate after all. And in the next part, we are going to finish this epic tale.
Be safe, everybody.